Hello, Taurus, and happy May. Let's take a look at your cards for the month. We have full moon completion, lotus flower unfoldment, autumnal equinox release, and cave sanctuary. So what came through as I was shuffling was a cycle. One cycle is ending and a new cycle is beginning. Okay, so we have the full moon right here, but it feels like it's setting. It feels like the full moon is setting. It's coming to a close. It's completing. Whatever you've been going through is coming to an end, and new beginnings are starting. And we have the sun, but it's interesting because the sun is coming up, and it's like this darkness is folding down. It says unfoldment, but it's literally like the sky, the dark sky is literally folding down onto itself, and the sun is coming up. And so you have this old cycle ending, this new cycle beginning. It's like dawning. You know, as the moon goes down, as the moon sets, we have the sun that comes up and shines onto us a new day, shines light onto us. But we also have this release card here and the sanctuary. And so what I feel is that you have things that still need to be cleared out. As this old cycle comes to a completion, you need to release. There's things that still need to be released. There's thought patterns. There's cycles, maybe repeating cycles, karma, things like that still need to be released. And so you're being asked to, for May, or at least for the beginning of May, take time out for yourself to figure out what you need to release, okay? So they're asking you to get free of distraction. Get rid of the distractions that you currently have in your life and take time for yourself to center and come in tune with your body, come in tune with your mind to feel what doesn't resonate, what isn't working for you. And they're showing me you're going to feel it. I think for some of you, maybe many of you, you understand or you feel what's coming. You feel what you need to release, what you need to let go of. You feel it. You just maybe have not wanted to or don't know how. And this is when you need to get quiet with yourself, to go inside, kind of shut the world out. You know, you have this person in a cave, but you also have the darker night energy. You know, maybe it's sunrise or maybe it's sunset, but it feels like that darker night energy when you're alone, when the world is quiet, when you can think, when you can commune with yourself. And they're saying this, they brought my attention to this fire right here, and they're saying inner light, where you can see your inner light without distraction from anyone else, because just the world is very distracting. And of course, we have work, we have families, we have obligations, we have the stresses of life, making money, you know, paying our bills, everything like that. But if you can step away from that for even a few minutes a day to commune with yourself and to basically speak to your inner light, that's when the messages are going to come through of what you need to release, what doesn't resonate in your life any longer. And for some of you, you might learn something new, or for others, you might be saying, okay, yeah, I know this is what I need to release. This has been a long time coming. Okay, this needs to be done now. For some of you, it might be about the how. You don't know how to release something. You don't know how to let something go. And your higher self does. That's what my guides are saying. My guides are saying your higher self knows how to release this. And so you need to be able to communicate with your higher self. That's why you're being asked to close out all the distractions. And it feels like your guides are going to step in and help you as well. Make sure to ask for their help. Your angels, your ascended masters, your crossed over loved ones, they are here to help you. And so if you need help releasing something, or you need guidance on how to release it, ask for that help. Synchronicities are going to come through. Like maybe they will show you something. Maybe you'll turn on the radio and you'll hear something and it'll spark an idea about how to release something, how to let go. So ask for their help. They're there to help you. They're there to show you the way and guide you as much as they can. Granted, if this is part of why you came into this human body, was to learn how to heal yourself, then they can only step into a certain place so they aren't overstepping your life purpose or your life mission. So sometimes even if you ask for help, they can't step in because it is like soul contract with you, with yourself, to heal this a certain way or learn how to heal this a certain way. So they can't cross over that step on that soul contract, I should say. So they may be limited, but they will help you however they can. And so make sure to ask for help. Okay, what other cards? Let's see what other cards are going to come up. But it feels like you're close to the end. I mean, it's autumn, you have all this shedding. And granted, here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's spring. In the Southern Hemisphere, you're starting fall. But it's this energy behind releasing what is no longer needed. Trees release their leaves before they go into the winter. And that's what you don't need. You're shedding what you no longer need. Okay. Okay. Taurus. What else is coming up for Taurus? Movement. Music, harmony. Okay. Taurus, May. Purification. Shape-shifting. Right away, what's coming up, at least for this one, is adaptation. You're adapting to who you are becoming. The old you is releasing, and you're changing. You're going with the flow. You're learning who you are over time. So you might notice yourself reacting differently to things, reacting differently to people, interacting with people differently, interacting with life differently. Maybe people in your life see it and you don't so much see it. This might cause people falling out of your life, and that's okay. People or situations, relationships. Sorry, I need a little water. You might notice people and things moving away, and that's okay. Your life is basically purified. You're becoming more harmonious with and resonating with higher frequencies, different timelines, and things that are falling out of your life, maybe things that you have to release, is a way of purifying your life. You have this river movement, and what they're showing me is, sometimes you can see the river, but you don't see it moving. It's just very slow. It's very calm. It looks like it's just this beautiful glass. And so you might not see much change happening on the surface. You might not see movement, but it's moving. I guarantee it. Things are moving. Things are changing. And what's coming through is, if you don't see a lot of movement, it's because you're kind of in this stage of, what do I need to release to move into a space of higher vibration, a space of higher frequency, where I'm more aligned with my soul, where I'm more aligned with the universe and the energy around me. It's this change, it's this phase. And as you go, down the river, you follow the river's path. This is where the shape shifting comes in, where rivers move and expand based on the terrain, right? You know, some places they're narrower, but they're deeper. Some places they're shallower, but they're very wide. Sometimes they go over trees and paths and rocks under bridges. It's this shape-shifting where as you move through this period of finding out who you are and letting go of what no longer serves you, you're going to be going through this change and this flux energetically, maybe even physically, mentally, emotionally. But you are going to be becoming more in alignment with the universe, with your soul, in this harmony. Okay? You're purifying things in your life. You're cleaning things out. If it doesn't resonate with you, if it's hurting you, if it's causing you emotional pain, you're releasing it as purifying your life, as purifying, as cleansing the energy out. And this is also what my guides are saying, is this is also a call to spend time in water. Showers. I know it's simple, but even a shower. You're standing in the shower, you're visualizing yourself releasing energy and letting that energy just run down your body and into the drain. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of a form of grounding, because when I ground, I always visualize light coming from above and flowing down into the earth, flowing down into Gaia. I breathe in light from the divine, and I breathe out any kind of stresses or fears into Gaia. And that's exactly what a shower is. You know, you have the rain coming from above and purifying your body, moving down your body and going into the earth. It's a cycle. And so even if you're just standing in the shower, it's purifying you. It's helping you energetically purify. You know, sometimes my guides show me, you know, like lakes or things like that, being around water. But for some reason today, it's all about the shower. Rain too, but I know where I am here in Germany, it's a little too cold to stand in the rain right now. But anyway, that's the purification. Is you might need to be releasing things from your life. But with the release of things or people or situations, there's going to be emotions that come up in that regard. And so the emotions can be cleared out, or help them be cleared out through this purification. Maybe crying too. Okay, crying is coming up as well. So maybe with this release, you need to cry. And the crying is going to help you with that emotional release. Crying is actually very, very important for emotional release and healing. Okay. What else is coming up? You know, I kind of want this deck. This deck is calling to me. Let's see what comes up from the fairy deck. Merlin. Guidance, mentorship. Your guides are definitely coming through, saying that they are there. And that's interesting that that's 33 as well. 33 always speaks to me about the Ascended Masters. So you have a huge amount of help from Ascended Masters. Violet Flame is also coming through. So you might, if you are called to it, and this may only resonate with a few people, but if you are called to it, the Violet Flame energy is incredible for releasing and healing. So see if that resonates with you. The Violet Flame for healing, healing stuck energy, healing energy that needs to be released. Okay, what else is coming up? Green Man's Door. Portals. Fairy. Yeah, it's interesting. We went to the very beginning of the reading. We saw this completion. We had the full moon and we have the sun coming up, peeking in. And again, we have this portal, or the circle. Sorry, I'm sorry. We have a circle, but this time meaning portal. It's a new timeline for you. You're actually stepping through. It's a portal to a new timeline. It's not like a shift. Sometimes there's a timeline shift and it just kind of goes from, you just kind of shift. This is like you're actually walking through a portal into a new timeline. It feels like in your sleep. It feels like you could actually be venturing into this new portal, this new timeline, seeing things from this new timeline while you're sleeping. And it's like you walk into this portal and then, of course, you come back when you wake up. But if you've been having dreams about new places, new things, maybe a different life for yourself, that is a different timeline for you. Maybe that only resonates with one person. But that's what they're showing me. Okay, let's see what else is coming up. Okay, Taurus May. What is coming up for Taurus? Little boy blue. It's very inner child energy. Okay, let's do one more card and I'll put the deck down. You know what? Your soul, our souls resonate deeply with our inner childs. So when we first come into this human life, this human existence, our souls are closely related to who we are as children because the child has not yet developed the ego. And so their life is basically controlled by their subconscious, their soul. And so there's something coming up for you from your childhood. Something in your childhood deeply resonated with your soul. And your guides are wanting you to look at your childhood to figure out what you remember that deeply resonated with you, that made you super happy, that made you joyful. It's like a piece of you that you've maybe forgotten or that you've just moved away from because people told you that it wasn't good. You know, it's like children who are very caring and they just give people their toys and they just are full of love. And they come into this existence where the people around them teach them to be selfish and not share and to be cruel to others. And that's the personality that develops because you're taught that you're not good enough for not being like your parents. If you don't act just like them, or maybe it's society, you know, maybe you had a teacher, maybe you had a friend that taught you that being kind and sharing was not a good quality. And so that's the person that you became. That was the ego self that developed based on that experience, was not sharing. But who you were is actually your soul path. Okay, my apologies if you can hear the alarm going off. That's my son's alarm. But your soul is coming to the forefront here. As you go through and release, you have these opportunities this month to see your soul. Maybe that's what's coming through in these dreams, this portal. Maybe you're dreaming about your childhood. Maybe you're daydreaming. Maybe it's not even dreams, but maybe it's just a daydream. Okay, let's see. We're at 20 minutes, so let's take a look at this one last card and I will close it down. An invitation. Look at that. So what's coming through for this is you're getting an invitation to follow a new path. Maybe there's a new opportunity that's coming in and maybe you're being invited to a party. This could also be, see, there's a key around her neck, this unlocking something about yourself, which very much resonates with this inner child, with this child card and this soul card, that you're finally coming to see and unlock an aspect of yourself that was hidden away for a long time. That you had forgotten about. And you're once again, maybe even this portal is you're being transported back to your childhood to see and experience and realize that those qualities that people told you were not good in yourself are actually your soul's path. And is your true soul. And so you're able to, you're being invited, basically, you're unlocking the key to a new path for you. And that's where this unfoldment's coming in. One cycle is closing and a new cycle is beginning. A new cycle that aligns with your soul and aligns with your soul's path and your divine path, what you're here to do. Okay, I think I am going to close it out here, Taurus. I hope this all made sense and it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments if it resonated, if you liked the reading, or if, something in particular came up for you. If you liked my reading, please hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more of my readings when I publish them, please hit that subscribe button and make sure to also click the notification so you're notified whenever I put a new reading out. I'm sending you so much love, Taurus. I hope you have a beautiful May, and I will see you back here in June.